Hey everyone, this is Andy from Giz China, and today we finally got our hands on the Bluboo Xtouch. This is actually the second Xtouch that Bluboo have sent to us, but it's the first one that's actually arrived. But anyway, it's better late than never. This is my first unboxing. I've never seen this phone in the flesh. I actually can't remember what it looks like just off the top of my head either. It's been such a long time since we've spoken about this phone. But anyway, this is their 2015 flagship phone. Got the Xtouch name there, 2015 annual flagship written on the box. Around the box there's very little detail on this sleeve, but there's a few specifications there underneath. So we just slide it open. Should just slide open, there we are. There we go. Bluboo Beyond Your Life. Got a few specs on the rear of the phone, on the box. It says it's a MediaTek MT6753 octa-core phone with Android 5.1. We've got 5.5-inch JDI, sorry, a 5-inch JDI display, 3 GB of RAM, 32 GB of memory. We've got an 8 megapixel front camera, 13 megapixel Sony IMX214 on the back. We've got Wi-Fi, LTE bands 1, 3, 7, and 20, dual SIM, micro SD card, and it supports up to 64 GB memory cards. So let's have a look what's inside the packaging. So we've seen the specs, let's have a look at the phone. So this just slides open, and oh, this is actually a white Bluboo Xtouch. I remember a dark blue one being shown. So this is the white version of the phone. So this is the first time I've seen the Bluboo Xtouch. I'm just going to put that to one side, take a look what else is inside the packaging. Alright, we've got a Bluboo Quick Start Guide in English. We've got a SIM tray tool, which is actually a copy of the Meizu Flyme SIM tray tool. That comes with Meizu M2 Notes and Meizu Metals. I've got a few packages here. Let's see what's inside this one. This is the European charger for the Bluboo Xtouch phone. So just a charger. And in this packet we have, I guess, a USB data cable. Yep, just USB data cable, nothing else. And this is a standard USB, not a USB Type-C. Alright, so that's everything in the box, and here's the phone itself. So as you can see, we've got a screen protector on the front. Let's peel that away. And we've also got some protective plastic on the back, which I'm also going to peel off. There we go. Alright, so this is the white Bluboo Xtouch. We've got this fingerprint scanner behind a physical home button there. We've got a 2.5D 5-inch display. We've got a metal chassis around the phone. It's got a similar design to it as the Xiaomi Mi Note. You can see this 3D curved design on the back. It's a white panel on the rear, but if you just shine it in light, you can see it's got this prism effect on it. Dual LED flash, 13 megapixel Sony IMX214 camera there. We've got this large SIM tray. I'm going to open that up and have a look inside. So it's slightly different design to many others. You can see we've got room there for dual SIM cards or a SIM card and a micro SD card. It's quite a chunk of aluminium. It's quite nicely made, to be honest. There you go. It's a bit different to what we usually see. Let's pop that back in there. Got a power button and volume rocker on the right hand side of the phone. 3.5mm headphone jack at the top. We've got a standard USB in the base, and we've got these two drilled out areas here. Could be for dual speakers, but it's more than likely just for one single speaker, but we'll test that out for the full review. Let's turn it on. There we go. So you can see, obviously this phone was designed back in 2015, and we've still got these black bezels around the screen with black border. So although it looks like quite a narrow bezel design, it does have a black border all the way around it. Yeah, sounds like there's only sound coming out of this speaker, and there's nothing coming out of that one. Alright, so that's all unlocked. Got it. Okay, so that's what the Bluboo Xtouch looks like turned on. I'm just going to turn the screen brightness down a little bit so we can see it a little bit better. There you go. Actually a little bit more perhaps. There we go. Okay, so it's running Android 5.1 Lollipop. We can go into the app drawer there and see all the different applications. We've already got a few useful apps built in. We've got Facebook there, we've got our Google apps. Go into the settings. And down to about the phone, you can see we're running Android 5.1. You can see that pressing on either side of the physical home button, there are some capacitive backlit buttons there. You can see either side, we've got back, and we've got, I guess this is the most run apps, so your widgets, there you go. Let's see what else we've got in here. Is there a Google Play? Yeah, there's Google Play up there too. Take a look at this camera. So the camera is a 30 megapixel Sony IMX214 camera. It's a camera that's been used a lot in a lot of different phones, and we expect it to do pretty well. I mean, this is a camera that has been around a long time, and it should take some pretty good photos. So as long as the lenses and the optimization is good, that camera should be pretty good. While we're here, we'll also have a look at the settings again. We've got the hot knot menu there. But also we should have, there you go, fingerprint scanner. We can test this. So let's add a pin. There we go, add the pin first. And now we can add a fingerprint. So fingerprint, let's add a fingerprint. So we have to keep touching this button. So you don't push it all the way down, you don't make the physical button click, you simply put your thumb over the scanner. You're going to touch it a few times. I hope it's accurate after this, it's taken quite a while. There we go. And we'll enter our password. Alright, let's say we're going to add this as our fingerprint scanner, fingerprint unlock. This is much easier to use than the Elephone P9000 that I've just finished reviewing. Okay, so that should unlock the phone now. So if I just try to open up the phone, you can see it's asking me for a PIN, but will it? No, it doesn't want to unlock. Let me just double check that I set that up properly. 1 second. Let's go into the settings, fingerprint scanner. Sorry, fingerprint scanner screen lock. Okay, it should work. Let me just double check. Fingerprint lock, okay. Oh, there we go. So, let's try that again. There we go. Yeah, okay, it just took a little bit of time to... There we go, now it's working okay. Alright, so the fingerprint scanner works eventually, that's good. There we go, not bad. Alright, so I'll do a quick review on this. I know it's a bit out of date now, but it's nice to see that the Bluboo Xtouch is finally here. It's actually the first Bluboo phone that we've tested, so it'd be nice to see what they're like in the flesh. Okay, if you have any questions about this phone, please feel free to let me know, and I'll do my best to answer the questions as soon as I can. Thanks for your time, bye-bye.